Yes, yes. Let me now tell you about the one you call DJ Wednesday, man. On a mercy. What is the navigator out of London City, original junglist with a tape man attack? Big it up. Cool and easy for the Wednesday afternoon recording.
Peace, my brother.
Peace.
Can you tell everybody out there what your name and what you do?
My name is DJ Wednesday, the one and only. Straight out of Phoenix, Arizona, Hip Step Massive, LLC. What's good?
All right. Now, can you tell the people what is hip step?
Hip Step is a vibe. It's a culture. It's not a music form or anything. It's a way of life. And we stand for positivity, unity, having fun, and staying on our square at all times.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
I see that light. I see that light.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. Now, I see a lot of banners and a lot of people saying hip step this, hip step that. How do you feel about that? The people that's just jumping on the bandwagon, or do you look at it as them spreading the movement?
Yeah, they're spreading it, but you know, it takes a while for people to really get into the inner sanctum and really understand what it is. But it's just like a mosquito or any kind of bug that's drawn to a light, right? They get zapped if they don't know what they're doing, but you know, they're gonna learn eventually what it's all about. But it's good that we buzz in the streets like that.
And if the people did want to learn more about it, how would they go about learning more about the hip step movement?
Oh, well, then they gotta contact one of the Godfathers, right? Myself, you, TC Izlaam, a couple others. But you know, if they really want to get down, they're gonna have to seek the path. Straight up.
Okay. Now, I notice hip step is growing overseas. Can you tell us some of the artists you work with overseas you may want to shout out that's official representatives of the hip step massive?
Oh, there's let me go on down the line. Big up Shy Effects, big up Rocket Twins, big up MC Navigator. The list goes on and on. Shoot, there's so many to name here. Big up MC Alaska, aka DJ LP, original Soul Pro, West Palm Beach, Florida. One for L. Hip Step Massive wouldn't be running in Florida, so big up Belly's over in the UK right now. So that's my brethren, that's my dogs, no doubt.
Nice. Now, how did hip step come about actually?
Well, in about 90, 93, 94, 95, I would say a couple of us naturally just gravitated to the jungle. You know, we were all ravers, but you know, we gravitated to the jungle, and what we did is we were taking jungle cuts and spinning them with hip hop, right? So the hip hop just fit so beautifully, halftime into the jungle, that hip step came about, right? So hip step was a style of how we spun music, as well as a way of life, you know. So a couple of brothers who was putting it down like that, you know, expect hip step massive. There it is, man. That's how it manifested, straight like that.
Yeah, man. All right. And if the people want to book you, how can they reach you?
Get at me right on Facebook, djwednesday.com. You can get at me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm on all that, so I'm not hard to find. So get at me.
And what message do you have for the young hip steppers out there?
Stay positive, do your thing. Don't let nobody tell you what you can and cannot do. You stay on your path. Keep your energy open, and your creator will provide a path for you. You see life through your third eye. You know, you walk by faith and not by sight, and that's how we do it in the hip step.
Hip step Hotep, my brother.
All day, every day.
Bless.
Easy.
Yo, welcome to the House of Hip Step. Short Shot Part 2. My name is Shadow, the General of the House of Hip Step. You know what I'm saying? This is part 2 of the Short Shot, and we're trying to bring this to Nashville. We're trying to bring some energy to Nashville. It's still a little early, you know what I'm saying? We got more people coming. They texting me, they calling me, they being late right now. But it's gonna get cracking in here. We got people from South Bronx, New York City, my man. Grandmaster TC Izlaam in the building. You know what I'm saying? That's my fam. We got my man Prince Annunati coming up from Atlanta. And all the way from Phoenix, Arizona, we got the homie, the big homie DJ Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? I am General Pal Shadows, aka DJ Pal Hatton. And this is the House of His Death Short Shot Part 2. Let's see what it do. Yo, I want the ladies on the floor. It's gonna get crazy. We just getting started, man. We really just getting warmed up. Action. Pick up to my man DJ Soul Infinite, who went on earlier before me, man. Much love to that dude. House of His Death Nashville. Represent. Let's go.
You know, we see a lot of people that go about with the rare dreadlocks this and dreadlocks that, you know. And we just want to know Jamaica a serious thing, you know what I mean? Rastafari no joke again, you see. Bar factory. Yeah. Yeah, my murder. Yo, me want to dedicate this one here to my queen, you know what I mean? And all the beautiful women up in the place, you know? Play up some vibes when each DJ gets set up. Nobody my business we are promote. This one for the guys then. Yeah! I'm tempted to walk out. Ladies, they want me so. Annunati, they call me.
Yo, greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty. Yeah, Rastafari. I and I the one they used to call Prince Tafari. Now I am Lord and King. Annunati, Godfather of Hip Step Raga Jungle. You see me? Hip Step Raga Jungle, to me, I first was introduced to it by my brother TC Izlaam. This hip hop influenced production, you know. Now me, I come from a family, I come from Kingston, Jamaica. I'm a direct living descendant of Nani who fought British colonialism and flew to the Blue Mountains of Jamaica, you know. And so I come up every sense of youth being a proud West Indian boy, you know. And from a family of strict Bobo Shanti, Lady English, that's my cousin, she sung with man like Dennis Brown. And then on the American side of my family, I have my uncle Randy Boss. He played for the Sugar Hill Gang. He is a trumpet player. He played with a lot of them. A lot of his, he's being sampled. KRS-One sampled him and all of that, you know what I mean? So I came up in the industry influenced by both hip hop and reggae, you know? And so that always kind of gave me an edge, which led to me meeting Eazy-E at Jack the Rapper back in 1991. And that is how I met TC Izlaam. I was coming from my lawyer's office and I ran into my brother TC Izlaam. And I heard about him. I was a fan of his. He was one of the first people that I knew, you know, from up around the region to make a record, you know, a young brother that made a record and did good, you know, and it was solid. It was solid. And so we start building, you know. He welcomed me like a brother. We've been tight ever since. But besides the hip hop, he brought me to something else called electronica. Glow sticks. Guys walking around with butterfly wings and going like this.
We're like, what the blood is this,
you know,
man?
But like me being West Indian, you know, I was dread before dread was cool. Let's get that straight. You know what I mean? So pure Rastafari I deal with, you know what I mean? And so I came up under that Kool Herc, because my uncle was around Kool Herc and him, you know? And Kool Herc is a yard man. So that became like one of my godfathers, you know, who let me on MC a set and told me I had it, and he gave me his blessing as I trod forth, you know? And so going forth, I notice a lot of people exploiting what I looked at, exploiting the reggae culture. Okay? I seen people walking around, jump,
Right.
jump. And so I'm sitting back, I was offended at first, you know? But what better way to do it than educate the people? Because the sole purpose of Rastafari is to spread the reggae music, and the sole purpose of the reggae music is to spread the message of Rastafari.
So when was the first time you recognized that this is my style? I want to represent this style here.
Yeah. TC start having me MC in his set. One thing I could say, I heard the MCs go, jump! You know what I mean? It made no sense at all. You know, reggae is a revolutionary music. All right, it's for the people then. All right, it's not for the jump. You know, that's pure fuckery. You understand me? You know, and like a lot of people in American was trying to imitate the great people over there that I love, like Skipper D and Raga Twins. You know, if you listen to their music, it has content, it has structure. You know what I mean? And like a lot of my family, when they came from Jamaica, they went to the UK. You know what I mean? So official West Indian then, you know what I mean, that's representing it. You know, but when you see different people exploiting our culture and don't know anything about it, and then when a real Rasta come, they don't even recognize it, you know, that's pure fuckery. You know what I mean? And we not stand for that, man. You know, now y'all being giving death to both white and black oppressors. You understand? And so my style developed. TC Izlaam had me MC in his set. You know, and like with me, I always had a solid foundation in hip-hop and reggae, and that's how my style of hip-hop influenced production of reggae or raga jungle came about. You understand? Most people who were in electronica, they were either just doing like a raga style, you feel me? But with me, I have that patois. Because I can straight get G on you and just chop it up straight like that. You know what I mean?
Right,
you know,
right.
I come from that KRS-One. Wa-da-da-da-da-day. Hey, listen to my 9mm go bang. That's like hip step raga jungle right here.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly.
And so like mine like Shinehead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So hip hop and reggae always went hand in hand. Because let's not forget Kool Herc from Yard. And he's the godfather of hip-hop.
And then they all come from sound system culture.
Sound system culture, exactly, you know. And so the way it came about was me being an elder, you know, in an actual member of the Rastafarian order. Instead of coming to destroy, I said, okay, I'm blazing my own niche. And it just came about because one thing I love is the production, the music, and how they bring in the vibes. And so instead of saying, you know, we're going to condemn this and firebun, you know what I mean? I said, no, we're going to come in and we're going to talk to the people in a way that they can understand. You understand? And so what I started doing was interpreting reggae from a hip-hop point of view. And that's how my style came about, which is now hip step raga jungle. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So most people who doing it, they either hip-hop with it or they raga with it. You know what I mean? You get very few that's actually right there on the level. You know what I mean? Like the Shineheads and like the KRS-Ones and like the Baby Shams and the rest of them man who do it fluently. You know what I mean? Because in the 88s that was original hip-hop. It always went hand in hand.
Ragamuffin style.
Yeah, ragamuffin style. So, you know, you do have some people out there that's doing it, but mostly the people I seen in America was imitating the UK. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so it was like, yo, it's okay to be on the Yankee side of thing or American side of thing. Be you. You feel me?
Hip step and be you.
Hip step and be you. And so that's how my style came about. And it's just like, it wasn't nothing to say we were creating it. It was just how we live. It's who we are. You know what I mean? I'm half breed. You know what I mean? I'm a Jamaican boy, and I'm the wickedest Jamaican I ever come off the street of Babylon from Bocha. You see me, you know? But at the same time, I could straight up run up and get fucking straight G on you and bust a cap in your ass. You only get one time. You see? I'm that knuckle, all right? From Brooklyn to Connecticut to the streets of Atlanta. I mean, run things and things not run me. Is it? You know what I mean? And so, hip step raga jungle, that's my experience with it. I am the godfather, you know, thanks to my brother TC Izlaam, you know, shouts out to Jungle Raiders, you know what I mean? That was one of the first producers from overseas that start producing for me. And so Irie Mass Dub, you know, Jungle Raiders, you know, the Fire Blaze and the Sound Clash, and we got Boom, and we got a few more tunes that we're working on right now to bring you, you know what I mean? And so those people I looked at, man, it was all peace and love. This is Hip Step. I am the Don Dada, godfather of Hip Step, Raga Jungle, and we thank you for your support. Peace and love. Bless.
We be coming like Jungle Raiders, Hip Step Mafia. We be coming like we're on the planet, we're on the world. My second players, for the guys and girls. We're on the planet, we're on the world. Hip Step coming the best for the guys and girls. We're on the planet, we're on the world. And my second players, for the guys and girls. We're on the planet, we're on the world. No, let me introduce you to this man right here. The roughest and toughest stepping in the heart of this year. Dan Dada, Yamanasi, I'm an African. Christopher, come follow me and watch me now. Watch me corner rhythm, make a run up international swag. Leave a sound way, done up Hip Step Mafia. Everything dead, run up to your hardcore, die hard, Hip Step Junglers. We're on the planet, we're on the world. Mash up the players for the guys and girls. We're on the planet, we're on the world. Hip Step on the bass for the guys and girls. We're on the planet, we're on the world. And mash up the players for the guys and girls. We're on the planet, we're at the world. Hip Step, drum and bass for the guys and girls.
Hotel Hip Step, it's the Grandmaster TC is, and a lot of people are going to start really be clear understanding of what the Hip Step movement is, what we stand on, and where we come from, and where we're going. Forward, always forward. But a lot of people, they gotten misconstrued over the years. Because, you know, one is you know, we had to create many levels of smoke and mirrors to make people happy for thinking that the fusion of hip hop and jungle breakbeat that came out of the Zulu Nation, that we brought jungle breakbeat to the hood. You know what I mean? Because that's where it comes from. You know what I mean? We just, you know, people say you product of your environment. You know, we product of the planet Earth, as far as I'm concerned. And so you know, we have breath in our body. We don't keep stepping forward because that's what it's all about. You know? And we use the jungle breakbeat, you know what I'm saying, as that theme as stepping forward. You know what I mean? So that ignites that center chakra, that warrior spirit. That's why you look at the breakdown of our logo, the center chakra, that's the source of, like, you know, your warrior spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like the source of all energy comes from there. Then as the outside, you have the outer circle, you know what I'm saying? Which is like, you know, the massive like that, you know what I'm saying? Then there's the outer circle, which is the movement of the people. So the movement of the people come into the massive, and as you come into the massive, you come into the inner circle. In the inner circle, we don't even have to even talk in the inner circle. It's just like we look each other in the tap, you know, we're all, you know, as you said, we're all connected. We're all in the united state of mind that's stepping forward. So we have the musical side, which is HIP-STEP, which means Hip Hop Influence Productions, Stimulating the Earth People, which was coined by me, myself, and our brother, his brother DJ IQ, Ingenious Methods, you know what I'm saying, from out of the DK side of the Hip Step out of New York City. You know, big up to the DJ Odie, you know what I'm saying, Odyssey, you know what I'm saying, those are the fans that represents the whole, like, you know, New York City, you know, out of the rave scene, you know what I'm saying, as far as Hip Step sound. We got, you know, Pitch Posh, DJ Wally, you know what I'm saying, I call him the New York City Amen, Hip Step Amen, Amen Don. You know, and we have a lot of cats that you know, back then I saw that, you know, a lot of cats came in front of hip hop. A lot of us B-boys was still like, you know, that's coming from like out the club scene, because like, you know, New York is the club scene, so, you know, we came from the street to the club, you know what I mean? So, you know, I saw that cats is like representing our whole hip hop b-boy styles, even to like the pop locking and all that, the liquid popping and where they had glow sticks or whatever. So when we first started, you know, stopped went to NASA, we was like, what the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? You know, the cats is on MDMA and, you know, they got butterfly wings on and all this big. You know, I'm like, what the, yeah. I was like, we from uptown, you know, cats in cold. You know what I'm saying? You know, we used to like, you know, hood drugs and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, coke, dust, a weed, some liquor. You know what I'm saying? But shit, we went downtown. It was like, oh shit, they want hugs and shit, and you know, things got a little freaky. You know, I liked it. I'll be honest with you, because I saw on this. I really did like it, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, white girls on butterfly wings and they on MDMA and they want hugs and all that. I'm like, word. So, you know, you come from uptown the Bronx and shit from the hood, you know what I'm saying? That's like a breath of fresh air. But it was I saw, seeing that I was young enough to come to see the whole like, you know, hip hop and punk rockers come together like that, you know what I'm saying? You know, and as a kid, I saw it coming again. You know what I'm saying? And that's when, like, you know, I was like, okay, this is like, you know, we represent the uptown b-boys. You know what I'm saying? Then here come like the punk rockers and all that, which are now like evolved into like early 90s ravers and all that. So, you know, I was going back and forth to England like back in like 87. I met a cat in like New Haven, Connecticut, you know what I'm saying, in the Hill, you know what I'm saying, by the name of Paul McKenzie. And it was funny because I never heard no black person talk like that. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, what up, mate? I was like, where the fuck you from? You know what I'm saying? He's like, from England. I'm like, yeah, black people in England? You know what I'm saying? And so it was like, you know, it's like 1986, like 86, man. I just dropped Can You Play It? You know, let the bass boom and shit. So, you know, I had some cheddar to travel and shit like that. You know, young kid and shit. And here I met this black man. You know, black brother as a teenager, man, from England, and I promised him that I would come over there one day. So, you know, I used to have like maps and all that in my bedroom and all that, and I used to throw darts at the map, like where I wanted to go. Then under the maps I had the Jet Beauties and shit, that my boom boxes over there and shit, that my Pumas and my Adidases and my British Walkers and my Playboys, and, you know, straight guard, down my lessons over here. So I was a young b-boy guard, but when I first left home, I landed in London, England, and this was like early 1987. You know what I'm saying? Like say late 86, 87, like that. And you know, like any cat, you know, I'm gonna go to the hood. He said here Hackney's. I'm walking through Hackney, asking people, like, you know, like Paul McKenzie, and they're like, oh yeah, the McKenzie flat, the flats over there. You know what I mean? So I'm like, damn, they family big as hell, man. So I knocked on the door. My man opened the door, and he's like, oi, TC, mate. I'm like, I told you I was coming, man. And that's when my whole adventure started, you know, as far as myself, you know, going to England. And then I came back to America and lost contact with a lot of those people there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my black people over there. So when I came back to America, you know, I was like, well, you know, I really didn't know if I wanted to really do the music anymore. I was like, well, I should go back to college and shit, you know, that, you know. But I was like, no, you know, I'm still like, you know, trapping like that on the low, you know what I'm saying? You know, and since I was out doing no more, I was moving a lot of big things, you know what I'm saying? Like, no one really knew because they already had this persona of being like a recording artist, a young rap cat, you know what I mean? So your cats already knew, like, young guard, young rap cat, so I could move under the radar, you know what I'm saying, between like New Haven and the Bronx like that. Nobody knew nothing, you know what I'm saying? Big up to like Logie, everybody in the jungle, everybody in the Tray up there in New Haven, everybody in the Ville. You know what I'm saying, to like the island and all that, man. Big up to, like, you know, rest in peace, big brother homie Levi, he passed away, you know what I mean, and you know, big up to everybody that saw up there, you know what I'm saying. Definitely got to give you a shout out on this interview, because I'm praying for healing up there, you know what I'm saying, that you cats really, like, you know, heal up there, and especially in New York City as well. But back to the subject at hand. I saw, like, you know, we was doing like a lot of reggae. I was going to a lot of reggae parties back then between like Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying, to like, you know, North Bronx, to like Bridgeport, to New Haven, to Hartford, Connecticut. You know, that was like, around the Shopper Ranks days, the Super Cat days and shit, where like niggas, the motherfuckers, they show up, you see a Guinness bottle flying towards the stage, you better be out, man, because it's getting just smashed, you know what I mean? So then like sticky mics, in New York and all that, with the underground parties and shit like that. Then going back and forth to England, man, and back then, man, even like back then, you had like the singles still stay. You had like the Raga Jungle, running and shit, man. And me, I come from a roots background, you know what I'm saying, sound system background, you know what I mean. So, I'm home. Get back to America like that. Jamal Ski calls me up. He's like, because at that time, Giant Step was also running too. So that's where we know Mac from. And Big Brother Mac for like the Giant Step days and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like Nicodemus, all that, man, you know what I mean? So when Mac decided that he was going to open up a jungle night, you know what I mean? And Jamal called me. I'm like, that shit gonna be whack, man, you know what I'm saying? But even like before that, up in New Haven, Connecticut, I was promoting a club downtown that, before like that was like, it was called Urban Jungle. This was back in like, I believe like 91 or something like that. You know what I mean? It was like they was coming in with the industrial techno sound. You know what I'm saying? That German industrial techno. So cats like Paul Ibiza over there in like the UK, man, sent it back over to Germany with like a reggae bass line on it. You know what I'm saying? And and that's what we call like the early like jungle techno. You know what I'm saying? But techno come from over here in Detroit. And I grew up as an electronic b-boy. And father, I'm a break beat junkie. Like there's nothing you can tell me about beats because I hear something different, and I've always heard something different. You know what I'm saying? Within like the electronica, and the electronica is it's a roller coaster, man. If you really don't understand the frequencies, man. The world of electronica, man, really fucking fuck you up, man, and really, you'll go too far out, man, especially with the drugs and all that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know how to control that shit. So I saw like, if I bring the hood, which is the hood minded, represent as people gonna call it, my niggas and my wiggers. You know what I mean? Because I saw if you give me your worst, I'll show you the greatest, and that comes from my street activism side as well, because. After all that, like, banging and shit in the street, or then, on the low and all that, you know what I'm saying, trapping, doing all kind of, just really in the dark realms of like, of the world, but still doing good, being a good dude, you know what I'm saying, but I always saw the greatness in people and their intentions, and just say, well, when I deal with people, this is me on the surface, this is me on the interior. There's nothing, is he this, is he that? I'm who the fuck you bring out. You know what I'm saying? It's straight like that. I'm who the fuck you bring out. Grandmaster TC is, and I'm stepping forward just like everybody else. I never believed in no leaders, you know what I'm saying, because everyone can lead themselves. And if you it together with a bunch of other leaders, you have the Avengers, you have the X-Men, you know what I'm saying? And we working towards one common goal, which is stepping forward. So all I wanted to do is just basically bring together a bunch of superhero motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? And we stepping forward, you know what I mean? Because adversity and struggle is a hip stepper's best friend. You wake up, the struggle, because it's a struggle for you and that person that you're waking up with to be together, because they have a life and you have a life. So you have to struggle. Now adversity is sitting at the table.
Nice.
Telling you and who you're struggling with, or telling you, you know what I'm saying, and struggle is sitting right there at the other end of the table. Telling you, this is what I'm going to do today to try to stop you from stepping forward.
Now, I have a question. Your style is unique. Hip step is a very unique genre, all right? How did you develop your style? What influenced you to come up with your style of electronica? It's very different than London and anywhere else in the world.
Seeing that I'm rooted in hip hop, I'm talking about hip hop before it was on records, where it was like routines and all that, you know what I'm saying? what I saw was like in Urban Jungle, it's like, you know, they was getting it from, they was like toasting the reggae, you know, and so I was like, oh gosh, oh God, you know what I mean? So I'm like, one night in Concrete Jungle, man, it was ran back from there, and I just said, I was like, yo, I'm like, why these guys sound like they from like England or the islands? It wasn't sounding right and shit, man. So I was like, you know, the Jamal, you know, I love him to death, man. That's when he's getting turned up, man, and doing the method, man. Take the mic and run over you, then speak over there, like, word. It's like that. Then you have like Richie Medley, you know what I'm saying, who's like the singing, like he's like, you know, the singing, like reggae singer. So he like, you know, he be doing the singing and toasting Michael Jackson and all that, man. The girls go crazy, man. And I was like, wow, this is crazy, because we had like, we had like the NASA ravers in New York underground. Then we had like we said something. You and I, you know, was really crazy. Is that I think of our relationship and our connection, our music all the time, and our purpose. You know what I mean? Because you and I, we've been through some shit that's like in a book itself. Especially where we come from, how we got down, and how we turned around and gave it back. But yet still, we always had one foot, you know what I'm saying, you know, on the really light side, but kept also foot on the dark side. Because we understand there's very few people that understand the dark side. And once you master the dark side and walk through the dark side, you know, we can say, you know, I can say this, you know, and any brother can say this guy and walk through, you know, the devil, the beast.
Yeah. Yo, who that lady MC on the phone? Yo, lady, what one? Hey, I hear you back over here in the US. Word, that's what's up.
Lady?
What's up, lady?
Hotel.
Hey, yo, lady. Hey, yo, we doing a documentary. You call right on time, you know, because you one of the original first ladies. You one of the original first ladies of Hip Step, right? We want you to tell people, how did you get involved with Hip Step?
So, wow, 2011, I took myself to Miami on my own. I took my laptop, I took my suitcase, and took a whole heap of demo CDs, and I just took myself out to the conference, and hold tight, one sec. Took myself out to the conference, and I was just snatching microphones, man. I was just like out there, and I met TC. TC heard me just like hustling, you know what I mean? I'm hustling, getting on the mic, and met TC.
But yo, we really met at Bagley's.
Yeah, we met at Bagley's. But Hip Step for me started when I came to Miami still, bruv.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, yeah. So then, oh man, just like had the most amazing experience in Miami. And yeah, so met TC, and there was another female DJ that he was working with. I can't remember her name.
Romina.
Who's that?
DJ Romina.
Romina, that's right. Yeah, and then you were like, yo man, you two gotta up, man, we're gonna do this female hip step. And then so you like come to New York, and I'll hook up some shows for you. So I was like, so I took myself back to London. Within about 3 weeks, I was back in LA, and I came to New York. You know, I came to New York and basically did a couple of shows. And yeah, man, you know, TC just said, look, man, come over here. You got home. Just come over here and make the hustle. So I think maybe a month later or 2 months later, I came out there and I didn't go home for a year.
So what were you doing during that year?
I was on a straight and narrow, and if it wasn't for Hip Step and like being in New York, I don't know where I'd be right now. You know, it pretty much saved my life. You know what I mean? So putting the music aside and Hip Step aside as like the collective, not aside, sorry, but the whole collective thing. You know, if I didn't go to America for that year and stay in the compound and be mentored by Hip Step, I don't feel that you know, I'm not sure where I'd be right now. So
That's beautiful.
I appreciate you too, lady, more than you think, yo. I appreciate you so much, yo. I mean, yo, thank you. I love you too, yo. You got me cracking a tear. Yo, you got me cracking a tear.
Yeah, but do you remember the days at Funhouse, Concrete Jungle, when we all were just coming together like X-Men and learning how to roll together?
Remember Philly, when y'all smashed Philly?
Oh yeah,
You know
yeah.
what?
Oh,
I'll never
Philly.
forget.
Oh, with Just Positive. Who was that? Just Positive?
say that again.
Huh?
I can't hear you.
Oh, Just Positive. Philadelphia, Funhouse, Concrete Jungle.
Yeah, so you and lady got drunk as a mother. Went outside, man, holding each other up.
Yo, oh man, the Compound Ken, rest in peace to Ken. Hey, what was his son?
Sonny,
Sonny, remember Sonny?
Of course I remember Sonny, man.
Oh my God.
The other day, man, he's good,
How
man.
is he?
He's 29 years old. He's doing good, yo. He's a ski instructor in Denver,
He's
Colorado.
10, man.
You know?
Wow, Mark, Bianca.
Oh,
Remember?
Yeah,
Oh man.
Listen, do you remember that time? Do you remember when we did the road trip to Miami Conference?
Yes, yes.
And I was like, you don't lift me, man. You don't lift me. It's really hard to look
Yo, that's hip step. And so, tell the people, I know you've been doing a lot of positive stuff over in London.
Yeah.
You've been working with the youth over there. Tell people about the MC DJ Foundation you were doing over there.
So I set that up, and so I set that up literally within 3 months, and that's called the Young Urban Arts Foundation. So it does all the arts. So it does graffiti, hip hop, b-boying, dance, singing, songwriting, poetry, rap, music production, graphic design, video editing.
I want to support you and help you with that. How can they reach you?
Just go to my website and donate, www.yuaf.org.uk. Follow us on Twitter at YUAFofficial. Like us on Instagram at YUAFofficial. Or our Facebook is Young Urban Arts Foundation as well. So yeah, anyway, so I've got this bus now, and it's got like 10 Apple Mac computers inside it. So there's like 10 studios inside this.
Whoa.
All the housing estates, we do community events, we do festivals, and it's going really, really well, man. So it's good. So what the hardest thing that for me has been is I've had to sacrifice my music career for so many years for the youth STEM. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do both. And so coming over to LA has been really great because, you know, I've just really, I didn't know why I was coming here. Like, my spirit just guided me to come. Like, I didn't really know the real reason. I kept saying, before everyone was going, why are you going to LA? I said, I don't know. I'm just, my spirit's being called to go. So I just followed my spirit.
Because you're a hip stepper. So it's meant for you to come back home so we can connect and do the whole urban bus over here. So that's why you connected with your hip step sister, and now we all connected here with your brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Full circle.
And look at you right now. You ain't never glow and smile like that in years, bro. Look at you. You miss us. We miss you too. I said, look at you. I said, look at you smiling and grinning because you with your brothers. You know what I'm saying? We miss you too.
Yeah, man. It's good, man. I miss you guys, man.
Yeah. You came full circle.
Guys, I miss
You know what I
you.
mean? Look how the universe works. The universe works, it puts you in your proper place. You know what I mean? You always been the first lady of hip step. You know what I mean? This is the official documentary and we letting the world know. You understand? You know what I mean? Anything we can do to support you, we are here. You're not alone. You're not alone. And always know that. You're a part of this. You understand? If we be hip stepping around the world. Alright? And now, what we gonna do? And what we're gonna do now, we're gonna cut to that song. Prince Tafari, Lady MC, hip stepping around the world. Check it out. This is hip step. Yeah, now I'm gonna cut.
dweller. You be a hip stepper. With your classic vinyl in a rocker demeanor. Key intentions to give your hip step flavor. Beats and rhythm to put you under the pressure. Hip stepper, run things proper. Female phenomenon, reach to the future. Hip stepper, run things proper. Female phenomenon, reach to the future. Hip stepping around the world, cause we be 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 hip stepping around the world now. Hip stepping around the world, cause we be hip stepping around the world, cause we be hip stepping around the world, cause we be hip stepping around the world now.
Yellow youth, them have to stick to them gun. Me on the run and still them can't catch them on. They hold it down and say them can't catch them on. Urban Dweller, easy now, start to name this one. Hot shit, block shit, me cover rock shit. Bust caps up in the first one, pop shit. Urban Dweller from out the cellar, I got this. That lion sound about a wicked thing to rock with.
Nice and easy. Welcome to the Hip Step Lounge. This is how we do worldwide, coast to coast, all the way from New York City, my town, New York town. It's about to go down. Yeah, this is Hip Step. Rock on Joker, drum and bass. Rentals, how you feeling out there? Well, I'm giving love to the ladies because y'all been holding us down all night. Shouts out to the bartender because he been keeping our drinks cold and right. Tennessee, we love you. Yeah. Shouts out to the one Paul. He put this together. Yeah, and y'all still here with us and we still here with you. Let's do it how we do it back in New York City. We gonna give y'all a taste of the place. Yo, let's go. My God.
Hotep, Hip Step. This is King Jude live from Lagos, Nigeria. Holding it down for Hip Step. It's been 3 years, you know. Sweat, tears, fears. You know, trying to build this movement together. You know, a lot of disappointments. A lot of people turning their back on you. A lot of people believing you. A lot of friends. But all the same, it's been a very inspiring journey, and we're passionate and committed to making this whole thing come true live in Nigeria and become a household brand. And so we are at the level right now where we want to position the Hip Step brand in the hearts of Nigerian people and let them know what we're trying to do for our people all over the world, the black people all over the world, the Africans in diaspora. And what are we trying to do? We work in the line of the principles and the philosophies of Marcus Garvey, based on the lines and the philosophies of Hip Step. You know, we're trying to educate our people more on how to be self-sufficient, on how to be independent economically. And that's why we're trying to bring these whole black enterprises together under one roof called Hip Step. So Hip Step is like, Hip Step Nigeria represent a black coalition group, a pro-black coalition group. We're an economic movement of hip hop. And so that's what we represent in Nigeria, just like what Hip Step tries to represent in every other country where it exists. And we've met
a lot of challenges all these years, but we about to scale through that and get to the next level. But already we got on our business pipeline a whole lot of enterprises under one roof. We got the security, the Hipstep security, Hannibal security. We got the Hipstep homes. We're partnering with Gorilla Design. We also have the House of Hipstep, the Hipstep nightclub in Nigeria coming up. That's in the pipeline. We also got the mobile health care for Hipstep. We're just trying to, gather up different businesses, and then developing them into something major in this part of the world. And so we're shouting out to all our brothers out there and encouraging everybody who's putting the energy for Hipstep to do all they can and their best to see this whole vision.
Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness. For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord.
Request all the gal from Manchester, West and West. Everybody up with a boy, God bless. Rock wide.
Long time on my grind, I've been on it in the world, gon' hear me now. They say I'm too up and real for mainstream, but the crowd gon' feel me now. Long time on my grind, I've been on it, doing my thing on the underground. Y'all been eating long enough, I'm tired of waiting and watching this how hunger sound. Hip is the vibe, step is the move. Raga, junglist, high and higher come true. Ramp on a track, ramp on a song. Enough boy fit it, anytime they come for the crowd. Shut the fuss it down, this is how the ballers ball. And the players play, over in the USA. From the trade to the egg, we be on it all night. Hey, day, we be on it all night, hey, day.
Rock wide.
Long time on my grind, I've been on it in the world, gon' hear me now. They say I'm too up and real for mainstream, but the crowd gon' feel me now. Long time on my grind, I've been on it, doing my thing on the underground. Y'all been eating long enough, I'm tired of waiting and watching this how hunger sound. They say all Hipstep massive, them get enough respect. This shit don't lose us over we get enough respect. All bad man posse, them get enough respect. When them see me in the ghetto, me get enough respect. Anyone cross the line, them shirt and pant get wet. If the family not like that, me whole clique come connect. See this a big man too. Yes my yo, watch your step. No man ever curse, who the most high bless. Long time on my grind, I've been on it in the world, gon' hear me now. They say I'm too up and real for mainstream,